Hello, welcome
Hi.
back.
You guys remember Gina?
Hello everyone.
And today's topic, we're going to be talking about how we balance our work life and our home life.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that there are, among all of you different, we've got moms, we've got single moms, we have
No
women
moms.
with, no moms, we got women in high power careers, we got, there's just a variety of you that are probably struggling with, as most women do, how to create a work-life balance.
Right.
So this is we've kind of collaborated, came up with a few topics that we use because we have very stressful careers.
Right. So I am a nuclear medicine technologist supervisor. Gina is a ultrasound and mammotech supervisor, and we have pretty stressful jobs. Working in the healthcare field is it's
Demanding.
It's very demanding. It's stressful, and on top of your regular Monday to Friday hour shifts, we also take call.
Work weekends,
Which is also stressful. No one likes being called in at 2 o'clock in the morning and then have to report back to work the next day at 6 or 7.
In addition to, even after hours when we're home, you still get text messages and phone calls and you're answering emails. So just because you've punched out at work, it doesn't mean that the work stops just because you're home.
I mean, for example, 10 minutes ago, I just got a phone call from a team member that's at work and just wanted to clarify some of the studies that he has to do today. So, like Gina said, it's almost seems like it's never ending.
Right.
It feels like that all the time.
Yeah, but that being said, you have to figure out a way for your work in your home to balance out so that you're not a stressed out wreck all the time.
And then, some of the responsibilities that we have to take care of, aside from what we have to take care of at work, is what we have at home. Gina is a mom. She has a 10-year-old.
At home.
At home.
Plus, I have an 18-year-old and a 27-year-old that aren't living at home, but still, you're still there for them when they need you.
Right.
They just don't need you as much.
Right.
And then Lisa.
Well, I have my dog here. Come in here, Buster. Come here, buddy. Say hi.
Dog, a husband, a
household
and
to take
you're
care
the
of.
owner of Women's Den,
And
so
the
owner and founder of Women's Den.
Yes. Yeah. So how do you balance, like, coming home from work after a stressful day? I mean, I know for sure we have really, really stressful days. Sometimes we vent after work. How do you come home and, find that mental capacity or put yourself in that mental space to take care of what you have to take care of at home? You have your young daughter at home, you have to pick her up from school, you have grocery, you have cooking, you have a household to maintain. How do you find that time?
For me, I've had to figure out, it's almost like moving chess pieces, with your time. Because while I am still a leader, and so is Lisa, a leader, we're also scanning supervisors. So, we take care of patients all day as well. But when I get out of work, for me anyway, I hit the gym next because that's my way to decompress. So before I go pick up my daughter, before I go to the grocery store, I take care of me first. And that is something that I've found works well for me. If I take care of me, then everything else I feel flows the rest of my day. I get out of the gym around 5, I go pick up my daughter, we go to the grocery store, I come home, I'm able to I feel like I'm just more focused once I get home.
Right.
And if I'm more focused, everything else just flows.
So
how about you?
It is very important to have that me time. Our jobs are both physically demanding and mentally demanding. So you definitely have to find that, time to decompress. And Gina does that obviously with going to the gym. For me, it's just coming home and just sitting down and watching television. Honestly, I would sit here and watch television for like a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes, even take a nap if I can, and that kind of helps me decompress and kind of like kind of separate and put that stress of work aside so I can go ahead and proceed with my home life,
Right.
you know?
I think it's just a matter of knowing what works for you. I like to go to the gym. Some people might just walk around the block. Some people might read, you know, but you have to know what works for your life.
Right.
But no, and I think too, and you might, as a, you know, just as being women, you have a hard time putting yourself first.
It is very hard.
It's almost like, you know, at least back in the day, you were almost shamed into believing that you could take care of anything for yourself, like put yourself first. And I think that mentality is kind of going away. I think women are getting better about
we're
saying,
independent. You know, we bring home the bread as well as the men, even more. You know, in some cases, sometimes, yeah. And it is hard. It is hard to put yourself first sometimes, and that's why it's good to have that, you know, time when you come home to decompress, because you are putting yourself first. You know, before anything else that you have to take care of.
Right.
And it's very important that you try to do that, you know, every day, every other day, or whenever you have the chance. But that is very, very, very important to take care of. Again, back to how we find a balance between work life and home life. You know, important things is you have to separate the two. It's very important when you go to work to leave your home life at home. When you come home from work to leave your work life at work. And that's where that decompressing part comes in, even though it's harder for us because because I saw you gave me that look. It's harder for us. Yeah, it's harder for us because we are on call 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if we're at work or not. And you know, it is hard to separate the two for us. But if you have that opportunity, definitely do that. You know, so that way you can kind of focus on yourself and spend that quality time on yourself, because you need that me time.
You need to carve it out.
You need to carve it out.
And if it means you have to get up a little earlier to do it, or you have to stay up a little later, or shut yourself in a room, whatever it is, you need to take care of yourself.
Yes.
Because you're not good for anyone if you are not taking care of you.
You're not going to be 100% at anything. At anything. You need to carve that, like Gina said, you need to carve that time out for yourself. So tell us how you guys how do you guys balance your work life and your home life, and does it intermix like ours does? And trying to find that, you know, that balance is really hard. Very important. You want to decompress.
Right.
Right.
I'm not saying that, you know, this is what works for us, but we would love to hear what works for you, because maybe you're doing something that we never even thought of and maybe would even try. So please let us know what you're doing.
Leave some comments in the description box or the comment section down below. And again, thank you again, guys, for watching another video on Women's Stand YouTube channel.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
So like and subscribe, guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you again.